Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, that was a beautiful, beautiful tribute to Kobe Bryant before the Lakers game. A few hours ago, y'all know what time it is. It was very good. Hard to watch for Kobe fans, though. Even though it was beautiful, tears going everywhere. But that's how it's going to be. That's how it should be for a legend like that. Trying to move on to boxing real quick. Now, we also had the fight with Demetrius Andrade and Luke Keeler. Demetrius took him out. First punch of the fight. Matter of fact, he knocked him down, dominated him. But the negative part of it, he stopped him in round 9. But the negative part is another brother who thinks he has to do a lot to impress. Right? He got him running, cocking his left hand, chasing him around the wing, trying to stop him. That's not Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade is a great outboxer, slick type of fighter. Okay, you want to stop him, you want to look impressive, but impressive doesn't do anything in boxing because boxing is BTBG. A brother can't be impressive. Get over it. Listen, no, excuse me, not get over it. Just realize it's happening, right? Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Everybody was trying to say it was boring. That was the narrative, right? To the fact that even brothers is out there talking about it was a boring fight. But no, it isn't. Don't let nobody tell you what you saw. Floyd Mayweather made him look pedestrian. A fighter of the decade, a #1 pound for pound, that kind all-time great, a Hall of Famer. Floyd Mayweather made him look pedestrian. That was not boring to watch something. That was boxing excellence at its best. So don't let nobody tell you that was boring, right? Michael Hunter beat the hell out of Povetkin. He beat Povetkin. Got a draw from it. Going out there trying to stop Povetkin because you feel like you got to do so much. After the fight, they didn't do nothing, right? Gave him a draw on the fight he won. Now, Dillian White and them trying to talk to Povetkin. Nobody mentioned Michael Hunter, right? All kind of stuff, all these fights. Demetrius Andrade's last fight, lackluster. He wins every round. Lackluster is what it's called, right? It is what it is. And then we would say, hey, we like knockouts, all this technical stuff we don't like, but now we like Tyson Fury. The knockouts from Golovkin, loved them. Knockouts from Deontay Wilder, whatever. You know what I mean? So when your brother, just win the fight, and hope for the best. You're not going to go out here because you're going to mess around and get clipped trying to go out here and take these unnecessary risks from fans and they're not going to like you anyway. Right? Realize that. So, Demetrius Andrade beat Luke Keeler. Let me tell you something, though. Good news. Oh, some good news. Not much. But he's planning on going up to 168 pounds and fighting Billy Joe Saunders. That's not a bad fight. We know we want Demetrius Andrade. It could have been an undisputed fight with your boy, what's his name? Saul Alvarez. That would have been an undisputed fight, but people ignoring, and I'll show you another point of them ignoring. And then, the guy, Golovkin, the knockout artist, doesn't want none of Demetrius Andrade either. So you're forced to take the next biggest name instead of something, because they're going to say, hey, who you fight? So to solve some of the who you fight stuff, Billy Joe Saunders will be a good fight. He has to go up to 168 pounds to do it, because Billy Joe Saunders ain't getting under 168 anytime soon, right, if he ain't sick. So that ain't happening. So going up there and deal with Billy Joe Saunders, a big name. Both of those fighters are still undisputed, and they have unfinished business because Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to fight Demetrius Andrade, and he got doped. He couldn't fight Demetrius Andrade, right? So I hope everybody realized that when they get to the negotiating tables. You're the one who missed because you were doped. Don't come in here pushing up on somebody who has not been doped. And this Demetrius Andrade thing gets on my nerves because this guy, we talk about him like he's only 23 years old or something. Right? Hey, in due time, we'll get around to him and all this stuff. Man's 31 years old, been trying to call out Canelo and the likes for years. And just sitting over there letting him get old. After he beats Luke Keeler, the man who interviewed him, don't mention nobody but Andrade. But Charlo. The hell you mentioned Charlo? I told y'all, hell no to Andrade or Charlo. Because that's what they want. Cancel each other out. So it could be we can only duck one fight, right? So we get rid of one of them. No. These are the champions. The best in the division is supposed to be Canelo. That's who he wants, and he's been wanting that for years. And the announcer, the interviewer guy, Mannix was his name, gonna act like, you know, like we're talking Charlo here. No, we're talking Canelo and Golovkin. They're all four from the zone. It's harder to fight Charlo. He's in a different place. But it's a fight that could be had. But when Charlo and Demetrius Andrade fight, like I've said in previous videos, and a whole lot of them, is it should be for all the marbles. They need to fight who they've been mandated to fight. They were mandated to fight Charlo, and Demetrius Andrade had the title so long it would have been an undisputed fight. Don't try to make Charlo and them. That's all he asked about. He didn't ask about Golovkin. He didn't ask about Canelo. And it's the zone thing. And all three of those guys are for the zone. And when I tell you they ignore those fights, that undisputed fight, on purpose, this is the proof of it. On purpose. We're not mentioning that. And that's why the Canelo don't want to fight him, because the lead up to it, these English-speaking dudes will tell you, I've been trying to fight him forever. They don't let Demetrius Andrade, we've done videos about it, they don't let him come to any interviews, any press conferences. He's wanted. Right? They have banned him from being anywhere close to Canelo and Golovkin, a titleist. So therefore, he's fighting the Luke Killers and sitting here trying to look impressive, and you look impressive every time. Impressive is the problem why you don't get fights. Look at the guy you're about to fight, Billy Joe Saunders, right? He was in talks because he's had 2 bad fights. When Billy Joe Saunders beat the hell out of your boy David Lemieux, what was the narrative from Canelo's camp? That dude is a runner. I don't want to fight him, right? He's a runner. And the Demetrius Andrade, I don't want to fight him. I don't like his style, right? That means I ain't trying to do. I saw what happened with me with Floyd Mayweather, a small version of these and an old version of these guys. So I ain't fit, and then got the nerve to be my size and southpaw. They probably ain't knocking me out, but I'm gonna have some problem. And like I said before, Canelo thinks he probably will get embarrassed, and so does Golovkin. That's the dilemma of these guys. So yes, Billy Joe Saunders versus Demetrius Andrade is a good move from Eddie Hearn. I think it's the only fight out there, because if you can't get one of those guys, it's still a good fight. And then even better, it's at 168, which means for the people who say, hey, Canelo don't want to come all the way back down to 160, he wants to get 168. And I've told you guys, Demetrius Andrade and Charlo will go to 168. So there actually is no excuses. And matter of fact, you don't need to have none. The only thing we're saying here is this. If Canelo and Gennady Golovkin are not going to fight the guys that they should fight, the champions in their divisions, they just simply should not be heralded above those guys. Right? If you're like, hey, they're one of them, but we need to start seeing those guys in front of Canelo and Golovkin in the pound for pound, in the rankings and things like that, then that would force them to fight. But the whole boxing industry knows, hey, I make more money with this guy, so therefore we don't care. That's corruption, and it's not fair. So yes, Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade, I'll go for that for the time being. That's probably the best fight Demetrius Andrade can get. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.